أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today we're starting off our class with our prayer. If SD can please choose a student so they can read this prayer.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I would request G306 to kindly unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Please can you start off with Tawaz and Tasmiyah and read this prayer with the translation.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي علمني ما هو خير عندك. Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge. Tazkirah.
Jazakumullah, well done. Now, moving on, this is lesson 16, our last final lesson, and inshallah we will be having our concluding session on the Friday, which I'll be talking to you about in a few minutes. So today we'll be revising Surah Al-Jummah, Ruku 2. Please make sure you have done ablution, wuzu, you are wearing clean clothes, you have a head covering, a scarf or a cap, you are sitting in a quiet place, you have parental supervision so someone can help you if you need help, and you're coming with your correct ID. So inshallah, we'll be having our G3 2023 concluding session on the 21st of July 2023, which is at 6 p.m. on Friday, where all of you are invited. So we have chosen the participants for the concluding session as per the people who sent us a recording on the email. Now I would like people whom IDs is on the screen to raise their hands. So G429 for Tilawat and translation, G469 for Hadith. For the sayings, we have G329, G341, G403, and G384. And for Nazm, we have G329. So inshallah, all of you will be participating in the class for the concluding session. Please can all of you who have raised their hands, make sure that you send in your details for your phone number, so our main teacher can contact you, so we can easily talk to you rather than emailing you. So I can see that G329, G428, G429 and G442 and G443 have raised their hands. I don't think everyone is in the class today who have been participating, but please make sure to check your emails, because we have sent you an email about the concluding session where you will see all the details. And lastly, I would like you to remind you that we will be having a rehearsal on the Friday, the same Friday at 5:15. So the people who are participating will be coming 45 minutes early so we can practice with you. So I believe I have covered all of the questions on this. So inshallah, we will be having a concluding session on the coming Friday at 6 p.m. where all G3 students are all invited to come. So now I believe I've covered everything and I will be moving on. Moving on, we will start off our class. If SD could please choose a student to do the translation of verses 10 to 12 of Surah Al-Jummah.
Yes. G329, I'm going to unmute you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Please can you start off with Tawaz and read the translation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I can't see the screen.
Start off with the translation of Taus at the bottom.
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. O ye who believe, when the call is made for prayer on Friday, hasten to the remembrance of Allah and leave off all business. That is better for you if you only knew. And when the prayer is finished, then disperse in the land and seek of Allah's grace. And remember Allah much, that you may prosper. But when they see some merchandise or amusement, they break up for it and leave these standing. Say, that which is with Allah is better than amusement and merchandise, and Allah is the best provider. Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah, very well done. Now, I would like another student to come to the mic so they can read Surah Al-Jummah verse 10.
I would like to unmute G334. G334. Okay. G428. Would you please unmute your mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So please start off with Awaz and Tasmiyah and read verse 10 of Surah Al-Jummah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعملون.
Very well done, Jazakumullah. Just as a reminder, over here, we can see there's Noon Sakin, and next we have Ya Mushaddad. This is the rule of Idgham Naqis that we have learned in our past classes. Remember, when we join this, we need to do nasal sound for 2 seconds. So I'll read this once for you as a reminder. الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة. So remember, whilst joining this, we need to make a sound where we're joining this. من يوم الجمعة.
من يوم الجمعة.
Well done. Keep on practicing. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Now, if another student can come and read verses 11 to 12 of Surah Al-Jummah.
Okay, and G429. Could you please unmute your mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Please can you start off with Awaz and Tasmiyah and read the following verses.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا
قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. جزاك الله.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Just as a slight reminder, over here, we can see that there is tanween, fatatan, and after there is an alif, so we will be doing ishar, meaning we will be reading it clearly. I believe that you did some nasal sound over here. So do you want to try this again from the start? From over here, the start of the verse.
Okay. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا.
Well done. Jazakumullah. And also over here, we haven't covered this rule in the course, but as a reminder to all, I can just explain it to you. So over here, we can see that there is a small noon. It is called noon kutni. And there are two separate rules where we do over here. As we can see that in the noon kutni, as you read, you did not pause, you continue to read. So we will be reading the small noon. So, but if you pause, imagine if we pause over here, we pause over here, we will not read the noon, but we can see there is alif on top and there's a kasra at the bottom. We will ignore the noon and just read as in. So, and we will be doing ikhfa as we can see fa. So I hope that was helpful to all. I've just summarized the rules for you in over here in this case. So well done for coming to the mic. So as today is a revision lesson, I would like students to come, as many students can come to the mic in the time we have to recite the hifz. So we will be doing the hifz of Surah Al-Jummah 11 to 12. So please, everyone who knows the hifz of Surah Al-Jummah verses 11 to 12, please raise their hands. And then SD can choose one of you.
I would request G469 to unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So as you have raised your hand, do you know the hifz of Surah Al-Jummah verses 11 to 12?
I do.
Okay, well done. Can you start off with Tawuz and Tasmiyah and read the verses?
And I'm G470, not G469.
Okay, G470. Jazakumullah for telling me your ID. So you can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين.
Well done. Please stay on the mic. Well done. Your memorization is really good. Words that we can correct. So over here at the start, we can see that there is noon sakin, and after we can see that there is fa. So for this rule, we know it's ikhfa. So we need to do 2 seconds nasal sound. So please, can you start from here and read?
Okay. وابتغوا من فضل الله.
Well done. Just remember we need to do it for 2 seconds, so we need to hold it for 2 seconds. I'll read it once for you. وابتغوا من فضل الله.
وابتغوا من فضل الله.
Well done. And over here, we can see that there is Madd Saghir. So we need to prolong this for 3 to 5 seconds. And over here, there is Madd Kabir. So we need to prolong it for 4 to 6 seconds. Remember, we need to keep a difference between these two, as this is for 4 to 6 seconds, and this is for 3 to 5 seconds. So if we can start off from here and read it, start reading it, just for practice.
انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما.
Well done. Just keep on practicing. And over here, we can see that there is Noon Sakin and Dal. So can you identify the rule that we're going to be displaying over here? I have covered it just above. Sorry?
Is it إخفاء?
Yes, well done. So we need to prolong this for 2 seconds as we are doing nasal sound. So can you start from here, Kul, and continue to read?
كل ما عند الله.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Really good job.
Can my brother read?
Yes, his ID, please.
G469.
Okay. So G469, do you know Surah Al-Jummah verses 11 to 12?
Yes, I know 11, but I know a little bit of 12.
Okay, you can start off with Dawaz and Tasniya and we can see how much you know.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا. That's all I know.
Okay, Jazakumullah for reading. So I'll resume my share. Well done overall. Your hifz to 11 was really well, but keep on practicing 12. And for that, you can send us a recording of it.
Okay.
For your tajweed, we can practice. So over here, we can see that there is a fatha on the ha. I believe you read kasra, so just remember about a fatha is when we prolong for 1 second.
Okay.
And over here, I'm not sure what you said, but can you just read it again just so I can see what you said?
فإذا قضيت الصلاة.
Okay, well done. Jazakumullah. Just remember, you said Zwa, I believe, and it's okay to say Zwa, but it's better if we say Dwa. So I'll just read it once for you. فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic.
Okay,
Jazakumullah. Now, if SD can please choose a student to come to the mic to recite verses 11 to 12 of Surah Al-Jummah.
Yes, next student will be G431.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So, as you raise your hand, do you know verses Surah Al-Jummah 11 to 12?
Yes.
Okay, well done, mashallah. Can you please start off with Dawaz and Tasmiyah and continue to read the verses?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين.
Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Please stay on the mic. Well done, G431. Really good job. Your hifz was really good. So you made some slight errors over here, which we can correct. So first, starting off, we can see that thawd, yes, it's a thick letter. Well done. You pronounced this right. But it was like the emphasis you did on this was continuing to give on the lam, as lam is a conditional letter. But in this case, we will be reading this thin. So I'll just read it once for you. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا
فإذا قضيت الصلاة.
Okay, all done. G431, if you would like to have some water, go ahead. Well done. Your hifz was really good, and overall, your tajweed was good as well. So, Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Jazakumullah. Now, if you could choose another student to come and recite the verses 11 to 12.
Yes, next student I'm going to unmute is G442.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So, do you know verses of Al-Jummah, verses 11 to 12?
Yes.
Okay, well done. So, please can you start off with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah and continue to read?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله وذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. كل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين.
Okay, Jazakumullah. We're coming to the mic. Stay on the mic with me, please.
Okay.
So well done overall. Your memorization is really good, but as you're reading really fast, you are making some tajweed errors. So just as a reminder, just don't worry, you can slow down. Just whilst you're reading your recitation, it's better if we slow down and read, because then we'll make less mistakes in our recitation. So starting off over here, this is the rule of ikhfa. As we can see, there's noon sakin and after the fa. So we need to do 2 seconds of nasal sound. Do you want to try from here?
فابتغوا من فضل الله.
Well done. And over here, I'm not sure what you said, but I'm not sure if it was read correctly. So if you want to read this as well.
وذكروا الله كثير.
Okay, I'll just read it once for you. Wazkurullah. So just read.
وذكروا الله.
Well done. And over here, we can see this is the rule of idgham kamil. And as well, we can see that there is ra, which has a fatatan. So whilst we join this, we'll join it clearly, not making any nasal sound. So I'll read this once for you. كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون.
كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون.
Well done. And over here, we can see there is Jim and Alif. So this is a rule of Alif Madiyah. So we need to prolong this for 2 seconds. Do you want to read this as well?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
تجاه.
Okay, well done. And over here, we can see that there is Madd Saghir on the Dod, and on the Qaf, there is Madd Kabir. So we need to differentiate between these two. As over here at the start on the Dod, it is Madd Saghir, which is prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. And on the Qaf, it's for 4 to 6 seconds Madd Kabir, which we need to keep a difference between, as this is Madd Kabir and this is Madd Saghir. So do you want to try this one?
Yeah.
Let's start from here, please.
ننفضوا إليها.
And this one as well. Continue.
وتركوك
Okay, read this again. As there is ka and qa, so we need to keep the difference between these two. So I'll read this one for you from over here. انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. Do you want to try this once?
انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما.
This one, we can see that this is ka, which has only fatha, and this is has a Madd Kabir. So don't worry, keep on practicing. And over here we can see that meme, it's meme mushaddad. So do you know what the rule what rule this is? It starts from here, if having from here. Indallahi khayrum minallah. Sorry. Do you want to identify the rule over here? Where it starts from khayrun.
So shall I read it?
I'm asking to identify the rule. There is 2 rules. So do you want me to explain it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we can see ra is tanween as it's carrying the matan. And after, on the next line, there is mim mushaddad. So yes, it's a gunna letter, but we are doing the rule over here of idgham naqis, as this is one of the 4 letters, mim. So whilst doing this, we'll be doing nasal sound for 2 seconds whilst concealing it as well.
Okay.
So I'll read this one for you. قُلْ مَا عِندَ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ مِّنَ اللَّهْوِ. Do you want to try once?
Yeah. قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو.
Okay, well done. Keep on practicing. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic.
Can my brother please read?
Yes, what's his ID?
G443.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, G443. Do you know these verses as well of 11 to 12?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so please start off with Awuz and Tasmiyah and continue to read.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون فإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارات والله خير الرازقين.
Okay, well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Please stay here. So I'll resume my share. So your memorization is really good. There's some tajweed errors. So first, starting off over here, this is the rule of ikhfa. So we need to do 2 seconds nasal sound. And same over here, we need to do 2 seconds nasal sound as well. So do you want to try this from here?
Okay. وَبَدَهُ مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ.
Well done. And over here, there is an ayn between the lam mushaddad. So ayn, it should be flexible whilst we read this, and it comes in the middle of the throat. And over here, there is a rule of idgham kamil as well, as there is fatatan, a tanween, and lam mushaddad. So it's the rule of idgham kamil. So if you want to read this for practice.
Okay. كَثِيرًا.
Okay, well done. Keep on practicing. And over here, the rule, do you want to identify it? If you know.
No, I don't know it.
Okay, no worries, I can tell you. So we can see over here, we read owl, so it's vowel lean. So we need to do a lean, like a half circle whilst we read this. So I'll read this one for you from the start. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا. Do you want to try this once?
وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا.
أَوْ لَهْوًا.
Sorry.
Okay, no worries. And over here, I've noticed a few students making the same mistake. It's a bit hard to read, but if you concentrate, it will be easier. So first over here, we can see kaf. This is a thin letter. It is mixed with a qaf, which is a thick one. But remember to keep the difference, as this is thin, which is when we read this, we make a smiling face, like this. Ka. And this one, qaf, this is read thickly whilst we make a round face. Qaf. So first off, over here, we can see it is the rule of waw madya. So we need to prolong this for 2 seconds.
Okay.
And next, we can see kaf is carrying a fatha. So we need to prolong this for only 1 second.
Okay.
And lastly, over here, qaf, the thick one, should be prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds. So it's a big difference from 2 and 1 second. So we need to prolong to 4 to 6 seconds. So we need to see the difference between 2 seconds and 4 to 6 seconds. So if we can please read this from here.
All right. وتركوك قائما.
Yeah, well done. Keep on practicing. Just this one in the middle, care. It should not be prolonged. So just for 1 second. So there is no need for prolonging this one.
Okay.
Okay, well done for coming to the mic. A really good job. Now, moving on. We will be doing Surah Al-Jummah verses 10. So for this, if you have done the memorization and you haven't recited it in class, please raise your hand. Just as a reminder, it's Surah Al-Jummah verse 10, so you can choose. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. If you can please choose a student.
Oh, yes. G328, could you please unmute your mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So as you've raised your hand, have you done your memorization of verse 10?
Yes.
Okay, well done, mashallah. So please can you start off Tawuz and Tasmiyah and continue to read.
I can still see this. No, I can't.
So,
Shall I start?
yes, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Yes, please, can you start off?
Can you give me a head start, please?
Yes, sure. يا أيها الذين آمنوا
يا أيها الذين آمنوا نودي للصلاة
sorry to stop
فانتشروا
you. Try again. You've missed some words out. Start again, please.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا
Do you know the rest?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Okay, so I'll give you a next word if you remember. So it starts off with إذا
إذا نودي للصلاة فانتشروا في
sorry,
الأرض.
stop. You're getting it a bit wrong. I think you're getting mixed up with another verse. So if you can keep on practicing G328, and you can call, you can practice at home, so you know this verse even more, so you won't make a mistake. So Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. If we can call another student to come and recite.
Yes, next student is G385.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. G385, do you know verse 10 of Surah Al-Jummah?
Yes, I know 10 till 12.
Okay, well done. So I'll listen to 10 and 11 and 12 right now. So we have time, so I can listen to you. So please, can you start off with Tawuz and Tasmiyah and then continue to read?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن تعملوا
You missed a word. Sorry, you've missed a word out. If you can read from ذَلِكُمْ.
ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعملون.
Well done.
فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. جزاك الله.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming on the mic. You've done a really good job. Well done. So let me just resume my share. First off, I'll share verse 10. Well done overall. You did a really good job. Just, I think you mixed up the word over here. I think you said ta'amalun rather than lamun. As you can see, lam is first, the fatha with the fatha, and then we can see there it is waw madiyah. So no worries, you can get confused, but just remember the rule over here. Just remember the recitation whilst you read it. And over here we can see ha. This is a throat letter which comes in the middle of the throat. So do you want to try this once?
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yeah, well done. Just keep on practicing. And over here, I didn't exactly hear you over here. I'll just tell you the rule over here. It's the rule of ikhfa. So we need to do 2-second nasal sound. Do you want to read this once?
Yes. Fantasiru.
Well done. And over here we can see Dad, it's Mad Saghir. It's carrying a Mad Saghir, and Qaf is Mad Kabir. So we need to keep a difference between these two. This is 4 to 6 seconds, and Mad Saghir is 3 to 5 seconds. So I've covered this rule already with another participant. So I'll just move on to the rule over here. So over here we can see it's the rule of vowel-leen, as there is vowel sakina and before the leaf is carrying a fatha. So just remember that whilst we do this, we need to make a lean. So like we'll stretch it as well. So I'll read it once for you to practice. Awla wa. So do you want to try this once? Yes, go ahead.
Lahwa.
Yeah, well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. A really good job. MashaAllah.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah.
G384 is also with her.
Yes, sure. G384.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Do you know your hifz of 10, verse 10?
No, and I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, still, remember, practice is key. If you don't want to do it in class, remember to do it at home with your parents. And if you can send us a recording, it will be really helpful to update your scores as we can update the scores for you. If we can call another student to the mic, please.
Right. G306, I'm going to unmute you.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu rahmatullah. Do you know your hifz of verse 10, Surah Al-Jammah?
Yes.
Okay, so please start off with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم جمعتها من يوم الجمعة آتي فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Please, can you let me know what your ID is?
D306.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Well done. Overall, your hifz was really good. Just some errors. So over here, we can see that there is Mad Saghir and there is a rule of Vaw Madiyya. So we need to make the sound Manu whilst prolonging it for 3 to 5 seconds as there's a Mad Saghir. So do you want to try this once?
Manu.
Yeah, well done. Just prolong it a bit more as it's 3 to 5 seconds. You can practice that at home as you go. And over here, we can see it's the rule of Idgham Naqis, as there is Ya Mushaddad and Noon Sakin before. So we need to do 2 seconds slight nasal sound. So do you want to try that?
من يوم الجمعة.
Okay, well done. Great job. Better than before. Well done. And over here, it's the rule of vowel lean. I've explained this before in the last verses with the other students. So I'll just explain this one more time. So this is a rule where it's vowel lean, sorry. So whilst there is vowel sakina and before we can see a fatha, then we make a lean, like it's what we stretch it the sound of ayn to make aw, and for the last one it was an alif. So it will similar sound, but ayn, as it's a throat letter, it will come from the middle of the throat. So I'll read this once for you. فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Do you want to try this?
فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله.
Well done, great job. Well done to coming to the mic, and Jazakumullah for participating. Now moving on. If you haven't recited verses 8 to 9 in the class, please can you raise your hand so I can listen to you now?
So there isn't any raised hand. Yes, no, she has done. I can't see any raised hand.
That's fine. Just to make sure, if you've not done your hifz of Surah Al-Jummah verses 8 to 9, you can raise your hand right now as you have a chance. If not, we can continue to do verses 10 and 11 and 12. So I'll be moving on as there is no raised hands. If you haven't recited your hifz of Surah Al-Jummah verses 11 to 12, please raise your hand.
So one raised hand is here, and it's G403.
G403.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So G403, as you've raised your hand. Do you know your hifz of 11 to 12?
I know only verse 11.
Okay, no worries. You can start off with Thousand Tasmiyah and continue to read.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Does it start with فإذا?
Yes.
فإذا
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
فإذا قضيت الصلاة.
فإذا قضيت الصلاة فإذا قضيت الصلاة
فانتشروا في الأرض. Can I have another hint?
Yes. So you have done up to fil ard. وابتغوا
Can you repeat it again?
وابتغوا
وابتغوا وابتغوا وابتغوا.
G403. Do you know the next word?
I forgot it.
Okay, no worries. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Just keep on practicing. So verse 11 to 12, I'll resume my share to show you. So it was وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. So just keep on practicing verse 11 and 12. So you memorize the whole verse. And just remember, a reminder to all that it's key to practice and revise your surahs, as if we don't practice, we will forget. So Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Really good try. If we can call another student.
Yes, we have G329 now.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What's your ID?
G329.
Okay, G329. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. So have you done your hifz of 11 to 12?
Yes.
Okay, so please start off with ours and tasmiyah and continue to read.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون.
Do you know the next verse?
I've forgotten the beginning.
Okay, so I'll start you off. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً
وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً
No, try again. تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا
أو تجارة أو لهوا
Do you know the next word? If you don't know, it's fine, don't worry. As we're running out of time, I'm sorry, I will have to stop you there. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Your recitation of verse 11 was really good. I'll just resume my share. So well done. Over here, just as a reminder, it's tu, so it has a dhamma. I think you might read kasra, but don't worry. Just remember to keep that in mind. And over here, I think you read something else. I'm not sure what you read, but there is dhamma on top of this one as well. So Jazakumullah, G329 for coming to the mic.
Yes.
So verse 11, hifz is really good. So we'll be moving on. So I would like to do a last reminder for all, as this is our last final class, and on Friday, we'll be having a concluding session, inshallah. So please remember, as you can see, that there's IDs displayed on the screen, G429, G469, G329, G341, G403, G384, and G329. Remember, all of you have to come 5:15 p.m., so just 45 minutes early, so you can do your rehearsal. And remember, all of you are invited to come to the concluding session, as this is going to be the last class, and the concluding session will be on Friday, 21st of July at 6 p.m. So I hope that all of you come, and I will hope that this this course has been beneficial for all. So lastly, I'll end up my class over here. So we do not have any homework as it's our last class. Same for our knowledge quest. I'll just cover the knowledge quest before I do the homework. So for the knowledge quest, if ST can choose a student to answer the question. So I'll read the question out to all once. How many examples of Mim Mushaddad and Noon Mushaddad can you find in Surah Al-Jummah? So if ST can please choose a student to answer the question.
Yes, G429, could you please unmute your mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Do you know the answer to this question?
Yes, I think it's 6.
Okay, so for which one? Noon Mushaddad or Mim Mushaddad? Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
So you have said 6, but is it? Are you saying it for all or?
I think for me Mushaddad.
Okay, so we'll call another student to the mic to answer the question. Well done, overall, good try. So ST, if we can choose another student.
Yes, I will unmute G384.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. G384, do you know the answer to this question? I can't hear you right now.
No. Is it 14?
Are you saying in total?
Yeah. Is it 14? Yes. Yeah. 14.
Okay, so as time is running out, well done. Yes, it's 14 in total. There is 6 examples of Noon Mushaddad in Surah Al-Jummah and 8 examples of Mim Mushaddad in Surah Al-Jummah. So well done. It does add up to 14. So well done, Jazakumullah G384 for coming to the mic.
Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah. Now, as I was saying, there will be no homework as it's our last final class, and we will be having a concluding session on the Friday, coming up Friday. So there will be no memorization and no knowledge quiz, but as I said before, revising is key. So please remember to keep on revising Surah As-Saf and Surah Al-Jummah. And as if you do not revise, we will forget. So just keep on revising of your surahs that you have learned. And well done to all who have participated in the class and the classes before. So lastly, we will end our class with our ending prayer. If ST can call a student to the mic to do the prayer.
Yes, G438, kindly unmute your mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Please can you start off with Dawuz and Tasmiyah and read the prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعل لي للإماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Yes, well done. And over here, just remember it's Mad Saghir, so just for 3 to 5 seconds. Just can you complete with the translation?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me. See the great Quran and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakumullah for doing the prayer. And Jazakumullah to all who have attended the class and participated in today's class and the classes before. Jazakumullah for attending the G3 course. And inshallah, we will be having our concluding session on the Friday, 21st July 2023 at 6 p.m. So remember, the IDs that I've said and were on the screen must come at 5:15 for their rehearsal. So Jazakumullah to all, and now we will end our class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.